Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so I actually want to share a story how I got into poetry and painting and spoken word because it's a new thing for me. And then I share a short poem about it. So I'm into radical honesty, and it means that you speak your truth no matter what. When something comes up, either positive or negative, because it's not really negative, it's just a feeling, and how you label it, that's your problem. You speak it. But here's the thing, you speak it in a way that is actually that makes it easy for the other person to digest it. So you're not like I gave a workshop once when I was in LA, and then a guy said, I'm already doing it. I said, so what did you say? You suck! I said, no, that's not radical honesty. Anyway, so I did 2 weekend workshops, and then I practiced it I wanted to practice it on my family, but my family is really distorted. So I thought maybe that's like Champions League level, you know? So let me just start a little bit easier. So I thought, let me just practice on the man that I'm dating. And that was already pretty hard, I have to say. So I signed up for a follow-up course. It was like a 10-day retreat. I hardly ever do retreats, but I thought these 2 weekend retreats really worked, so let me just go for the next level. And it was in Italy. I paid a lot of money for it. I paid my ticket, and then I got into an accident. Had very bad brain concussion, and before you go there, you need to introduce yourself through answering some questions in a group email. So I was the last one, introducing myself, and I said in the end, so guys, I'm not gonna read all your emails because when I see you, I'll know everything I need to know about you. And that nobody really took that well. So that stirred up some radical honesty to me, like fire on me and stuff like that. And then and I got more headache. I already was sick. And then one of my friends said, if you're radically honest, is this the right thing for you to do right now? And then I was like, no, if I'm honest, I shouldn't go. But I already paid so much money, booked my ticket, made sure everything was covered in my company. So I felt it was the right thing to do. And then I decided not to go. And instead, I had a coach at the time, the one that's now taking over my company. He said, why don't you do a silent retreat? And more people had said to me that I should do Vipassana, but I was terrified for so many hours of silence and sitting still. So, and I was having heavier pains in my head and everything, so I wanted to go to the hospital and stuff like that. And that's not really helpful if you're not speaking, because how are you gonna communicate with the doctors and everything? So I thought, let's do a part-time silent retreat. That sounds weird maybe, but it's 4 hours silence in the morning from the moment you wake up. Then you can just speak and be online, and then 4 hours before you go to bed. Silent and no internet, no nothing again, right? So I thought I can do that, hopefully. And at that time I was running a year program for 25 people that wants to learn how you could do enlightened living. And it was almost finished, and we said to them, okay, you have to do a performance in the end. And the performance has to terrify you. It has to be in a form that you think, oh my God, I so not want to do that. And that's the form, and the content has to be about you sharing your journey of the past year. And I said to the other trainers, we need to do the same. We cannot let the participants just do it and then we just gonna watch them oh nice, oh, you terrified? Yeah, great, keep it going. So we also said we're gonna do that, and then I thought, so I have three fears, and one of the fears is of non-functional nudity. So I thought I would just tell my story naked. And then one of my friends who is an artist said, that's so lame. They will just remember you as the naked woman and won't even know what you've been saying. So I thought, how can I be naked without being naked? And then one of the things that I love, but I'm terrible at, like even my singing teacher said that I couldn't perform because I was so bad at the group sharing and singing. Was singing. So I thought, let me share it in the form of a song. Because if I do something, I always want it to be excellent. Otherwise, I'll just keep it for myself or do it in the shower. Especially when people are paying you. That's like a big distinction. So I thought, okay, I'll sing a song. So in these hours between the 2 times 4 hours, I looked online how to write a song. And it looked pretty difficult. So I thought, okay, maybe I should do a rap. That sounds a lot easier than a song. So I looked up how to write a rap. Man, that was still hard. Like, you had to do like choruses and everything, like repeating stuff. So then I found something, I thought, I can do that. And that was spoken words. No rules, no nothing. Who can do spoken words? I mean, easy does it. So I decided on the spoken words. And this was all during my silent retreat, right? So I slept, and the next morning I woke up at 6. And I woke up to 3 poems of each between 12 and 16 paragraphs. And I had never written or read a poem in my life. And it just came out. So this was 1.5 years ago. And so far, I've almost written 900 poems, and especially in the beginning, I was writing 1 to 10 poems a day, and it was just coming through. It wasn't me doing the writing; it just came to me, and so I met a professional poet here, and he commented on my poetry because I'm writing a poetry collection, and he said, yes, when I hear your poems, it sounds like you're a young poet. I guess that means that I need more polishing, but in a nice way said. And the thing is, the poems come through me, and I purposely don't polish them because I love the rawness and the pureness in which they come through. So I'm going to read to you a raw and pure poem, that came through. It's very short, very simple, of everything I just told you. Okay, and this poem is called Queen of Expression. It's not a workshop, nor a session. It's my purest form of expression. I trust my words to the paper. I don't even care what happens to them later. I just want to share my truth. I just want to open my heart. I just want to sing my heart songs. Not songs, nor mute, but loud. I am where I belong. I am on the stage, standing in the light. I don't have to act strong. I share my truth, and I don't need to fight. I am me, myself,